I go to school, I socialize, then I go home, then I do my homework, then I sleep. This is the story of my life every day except for the weekend, which is when I either do my homework, study for a test, or socialize, which is rare these days. This is an average day for me, which I find to be rather dull and boring. After 3 years of living like this, I wonder, how do my classmates cope with the increasing demands of high school? I asked some of them how they were able to cope with it, and some responded with, "We don't." However, they are not the problem. The problem is that there are some of my classmates who feel depressed because of the amount of work in high school and they can't find someone to talk to. Why is that? The truth is, the Egyptian government spends only 2% of their budget on psychological help, which means about 1.44 psychologists per 100,000 people, according to Shields. This, right there, is a problem, especially since, according to a study made by Ghanem in 2009, about 17% of Egyptians suffer from a mood disorder, and that is from a sample population of, how many is that again? 14,640 individuals. This was before the Egyptian Revolution in 2011, which means that the frequency of Egyptians suffering from mental disorder has increased due to social pressures and economic troubles, according to an article written by Muhammad. Egyptians believe that mental illness is a sign of weakness, that those who suffer from it should be locked up, or even more shocking, they're possessed by demons. According to Muhammad as well. Those unfounded beliefs are what have caused Egyptians to not seek psychological help when needed, but has also caused a decline in the field itself. This, admittedly, is a problem for Egypt, a country that is in grave need of psychological help. It is not just the lack of psychologists that are the problem in lack of psychological help. The problem is that the field is corrupt and not well positioned. For example, when going to a mental health professional, people are looked at as weak, strange, like they belong in a mental asylum according to Nifia. So, what is the solution? After the revolts that Egypt has been through in the last 2 years, more people want to leave Egypt than to stay in Egypt, according to Gilston. The truth is, for Egyptians to evolve, they need to have more psychologists that will help them to cope with their mental health problems, as well as be educated properly about the mental health sciences to learn that seeking mental health help is not a sign of weakness, it is a call for help that is ready to be answered. Yet, let it never be said that there are problems that cannot be fixed. The solution is an increase in the national amount that is spent on mental health in order to expand the field. That is just my opinion, but I am sure that I see a recent surge in the popularity of mental health fields, which I believe will be aided by my solution. Anyway, the reasons for my solutions are that, statistically, Egypt is in grave need of psychological help due to a lack of psychologists per 100,000 people, or that seeing a psychologist is a sign of weakness. That is why I believe that Egypt should care about the lack of psychological help, because it needs it. It needs it in order to develop a brighter future. Overall, Egypt has a lot of potential in the near future, but we are wasting it by not giving help to those who ask for it. I only ask that those who wish to become psychologists to remember that we need you. And I remind those who suffer from disorders that better days will come. I wish you all the best. Thank you for listening.